If you're playing in a typical cash game, you aren't facing the pressure of having to win every last chip on the table. Instead, you can just play a steady, solid game and look to make a small profit on the night by playing a conservative style and make sure that you have the best of it when you play. Now, all that changes when you enter a poker tournament. You see, in tournament play, several factors will affect how you approach the game. As opposed to a cash game, in tournament poker, the stakes continue to go up as the blinds and antes increase. This is necessary in order to finish the tournament, otherwise they'd never end. In order to win a tournament, you have to play more hands than the average player. A conservative approach can get you most of the way there, but in order to win all the chips in the tournament, you'll need to kick up your level of aggression, especially as play becomes short-handed. Your stack size in relation to the blinds and antes should also play a major role in your decision to either play or fold. For example, when you become exceedingly short-stacked, it might even make sense to put all of your remaining chips in with a hand like Queen 5 of Hearts. The last thing you want to do in a tournament is wait and wait and wait for a premium hand, while in the meantime, you're blinding away the majority of your chips. In tournament poker, situations will arise where you'll be forced to play some less than stellar cards for all your money. Again, that's just not something you'll face in a cash game. Ideally, in a tournament, you'll find yourself at a table full of weak, tight players who rarely bluff. A table like this is perfect for a good tournament player to take advantage of and be aggressive. Most likely, however, as you progress through a tournament, you'll find yourself up against some other good players who want to go on the attack as well. Another aggressive player at the table will take away some of your blind stealing opportunities. It's important to be careful against the other tough players at your table. You don't want to be a pushover and let them run over the table, but you'd be wise to choose your major battles carefully. Inevitably, though, if you and another player at the table fighting over the same blinds and antes, a clash is going to happen. When it does, I would suggest switching gears just a little bit and playing a little more cautiously. Unless, of course, you pick up a monster hand. In tournament poker, the marks or fish at the table are those players that play tight. The aggressive players are the players that can do a lot of damage, and you should be wary of them. Strangely enough, the exact opposite is true in a cash game. Generally speaking, a conservative player will do much better than the wild, aggressive, crazy player in the cash game. An adjustment needs to be made when switching from tournaments to cash or vice versa, and many of the world's top tournament players have trouble making that adjustment. In fact, some of the poker stars you see on TV become fish when they sit down in cash games. The key thing for you to think about is where your strengths lie. If you're more of a conservative person by nature, tournaments just might not be for you. On the other hand, if you see yourself as a player with a more wild approach, you're probably perfectly suited for the faster-paced tournaments. You can be both, mind you, but that takes a tremendous amount of various poker skills that very few people possess.